This is 2 dinners in one video. Fajita stuffed potatoes and a fajita potato bowl. Same prep, same cook, just 2 different ways to serve it. You save time, you stretch the food, and you don't have to think about dinner twice. What's up, my people? You pulled up hungry, and I kept it warm for you. I hope you wore something stretchy. And you're here now, so don't just peek in the kitchen. Pull up a chair. First thing happening here is washing those potatoes. Scrub them good because we're keeping the skin. And just a quick disclaimer, I have one glove on because there was a little finger mishap and I didn't want it near the food, okay? But once you got all your potatoes nice and clean, go ahead and put on your olive oil and rub it all in, okay? This is just like a skin moisturizer, so all those seasonings that we're going to put on here sticks. Now we're just seasoning this skin with a little salt and pepper, nothing major, alright? Because even though the inside is the star, the skin should always taste like something, okay? Just in case you want to eat the skin. And yup, make sure you rub them in too, okay? And now these potatoes are getting wrapped up and headed into the oven, 400 degrees for an hour and 15 minutes, okay? And you can leave them uncovered if you want, but covering them keeps everything soft and steamy inside, okay? While those bake, it's time to work on the potatoes for the bowl. These get cut into bite-sized pieces, big enough to hold texture, small enough to cook evenly, okay? And once you got them all cut up, drop them into the roaster pan and let's begin to season them, okay? This is where the whole idea of this meal comes together. One recipe, 2 different ways to serve it. Same flavors, same ingredients, just different moves depending on how hungry everybody is. And then let's get started on rubbing the seasoning in with our hands so every piece gets coated, alright? And I ain't gonna lie, it feels so weird doing this with a glove on. You know I like my bare hands. And then you're gonna put them up in the oven for about 30 to 45 minutes, okay? Not as long as the baked potatoes. Now let's get to this steak. Clean it real good, cut that fat off, and let's season it up, okay? These are beef cubes, but go ahead and use whatever cut makes sense for you. Cut it how you like it. This is just the route being taken here, okay? And you know you gotta season it up and rub everything in. No spoon, no knife, no nothing can get it done like this, okay? But your hands. And the seasoning should look bold, not caked on, okay? Like this. Once it looks right, grab a pan and get some hot oil in there, alright? Then put your steak in. And once it's in, you're going to spread it all out, separate the pieces, alright, to make sure nothing sticks together. Everything needs their own little space, okay, so they can get their flavor and color. Now listen, here's the move. Put that lid on. That trapped steam and those juices are what makes the steak super tender. Alright, we're going to let it cook for a bit and then give it a stir so nothing sticks. After that, take the lid off. Now the liquid starts reducing and soaking back into the meat. This is also the moment to taste test. Always taste test your food. That little bit of juice left behind, that's flavor. Don't lose it. Now grab your onions and your peppers and chop them up real fine, okay? And then heat up your pan and then drop them in, alright? We're not using oil this time. This time it's only butter, alright? Season with the fajita seasoning and let them cook down, alright? Make sure you stir it though, that way all those seasonings can get in there nicely, alright? They don't need much, just enough to soften and smell amazing. While that's going, pull those potatoes from the oven. The cut of potatoes should be done by now. And we're going to give those baked potatoes a nice little roll over. That way it's not burning on one side, okay? Now give your cut up potatoes a gentle stir. And as you can see, some are soft, Some are crisp edges, and that's perfect. Now let's start to build the first dish, okay? Lay those potatoes down in a nice little bowl. Top them with the fajita steak. And don't forget that little bit of drizzle over the top, okay? That gives it more flavor, all right? Then you're gonna go ahead and add your peppers and your onions, sprinkle some cheese, and throw a lime on the side. And I always use onion dip instead of sour cream. I think it's just a little bit more flavorful. But your choice. That right there is a fajita potato bowl. Alright? Hearty, fast, and done. Now let's move on to these stuffed potatoes. The baked potatoes come out of the oven and the tops get sliced off carefully. And don't throw away those top parts. Put them off to the side because we're going to use them later. And you know, I just thought of another recipe. You can definitely fry up them skins and eat them like that. But that's for another one. So now we're going to scoop the inside out gently. Keep the skin intact. All that potato filling goes into a bowl. Alright? Sometimes the inside of the potato does get a little stuck. So just poke it. You know what I mean? Like try to break it apart gently before scooping it out. We need that skin, okay? So for this recipe, we're not going to fry the skins up. We're just going to scrape them off, okay? Nothing gets wasted. And if you like the skin mixed in, just go ahead and drop it in as well. Now into that same bowl, you're going to drop the fajita steak in, a little bit of sauce, the peppers and the onions, and your cheese. Alright, and then we're going to mix that all together. This is where those softer potato pieces come in clutch. Okay? Because everything starts mashing together naturally. The steak breaks down, the potatoes hold together, and it all turns into a thick, flavorful filling. So yeah, just for this part, just go ahead and take your time, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And I don't know about you, but just looking at this right now, as hungry as I am, I could eat it just like that. Now go ahead and fill those potatoes as much as you like. This isn't the time to be shy. Alright? Stuff them. Once you got all your potatoes stuffed, you're going to add some more cheese on the top, and then you're going to pop them right back in the oven for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You know, not too long, just enough to melt everything and bring it all together. Once they come out, go ahead and finish them off. Alright, plate them up. Add more peppers and onions on the top. And again, instead of sour cream, onion dip goes on here. Alright? If sour cream is your thing, go ahead and go for it. This is just another option. So you got your soft potato, your melty cheese, steak tucked all the way in. This one eats like comfort food. Same recipe, two completely different vibes. That's how you stretch a meal without doing extra work. And if you're wondering what I cook with, I drop my favorite tools in the description. The same ones I use right here in my kitchen, so you can vibe with me at home. Thank you for being a part of this. Next time, bring somebody with you. That bite was just the start. I got more lined up if you're still hungry.